Pay us what you owe us? What does that mean to you? Now, there's been a lot of talk about the WNBA collective bargaining situation right here on Nothing Personal. I've told you that the WNBA players are in for a rude surprise if they think there are going to be the type of mass changes that will lead to the type of enrichment that they think is coming their way. I tried to explain what it is for a collective bargaining agreement to be negotiated when management is not in a position right now to give what you think because they're still trying to get back to par. I've told you all that. Now, the people running the union for the WNBA, the WNBA Players Association, they're all putting themselves in a position to get absolutely slammed, raising the level of expectation amongst players to unreasonable heights, to the point where these women are having a negotiating session coming out and saying, God, that was terrible. We covered it on the show last week. 40 people during the All-Star event, 40 players were a part of a negotiating session saying, God, this was terrible. We got nothing done. Meanwhile, what I told you is it's exactly the process. Everything's fine. You've got to do a better job of managing your expectations. Then you come out in a shirt that says, pay us what you owe us. What's your view of you being owed something? Is your view like mine? If I do something for you and I know that I am doing it at a rate and then I don't get paid that rate, you owe me money. If I make $10 an hour and I work 2 hours and my paycheck is $10 before taxes, you owe me $10. I work 2 hours. $10 an hour. That's $20, not 10. When you make a bet and you lose, you owe the person. Now, it doesn't much happen when countries make bets and spend money and have deficits. But as you know from James Caan and Honeymoon in Vegas, bets between people, those get settled. The t-shirt, pay us what you owe us, would somehow imply that there is something that the WNBA owners and the WNBA personnel, Adam Silver, Kathy, the NBA owners, that somehow they were doing something wrong. They underpaid them. Now, you may think you're underpaid as an employee, but then your shirt would say, pay us what we're worth. That'd be better than pay us what you owe us. How about we want higher pay? How about we deserve more than $2,575 for playing this game? That'd be a good shirt. How about with the money that you're making now? No, I can't do that. Can't do that unless you're in the media and you're just plain ignorant, fighting a battle because you think it's your battle to fight. And there are plenty of people on the internet doing that very thing. They're just coming out and talking about things like, oh man, these women are getting absolutely screwed. I don't quite understand how that happens. When we come out and we are reporting that the WNBA has been an absolute money suck for the owners and for the NBA, you can't come out and refute that with what the new TV deal is. It's completely irrelevant. You can't come out and say, well, there's expansion happening and look at the expansion fees. Therefore, we deserve and we're owed X, Y, and Z. It's not how it works in finance. When you run a company, you know your financials. There are carried forward losses that happen. There are various accounting regularities, not irregularities, regularities that show profit, loss, whatever they show. The reality, though, is always based on cash in, cash out. It's not based on, oh, look, our team is worth $1 billion now, therefore we are back to even, we're good. Because you only realize that money after a transaction. When there is a valuation of the New York Liberty that's high, that's great. That is great for the owners of the Liberty. It doesn't do one thing for the owners of the other teams. When the expansion team in Golden State's doing great and now is being maybe valued at $500 million or $800 million or $1.2 billion, all of that is fine. It doesn't change how the negotiations are going to go with the Players Association. There will be gains. The players will make more money. there will be more money for the All-Star game. But if you think that there's direct correlation between the new media rights deal and the fact that all of these dollars seem to be flowing into the hands of the owners, all you're doing is making a mess. You're making it so that a labor stoppage becomes even more likely. While we have said that a labor stoppage in the WNBA is a certainty, it is not the job of the media, in my opinion, or of the Players Association specifically, to mislead the players down a path that will not end well for them. WNBA president is Nika Ogwumake, and Nneka Ogwumake said, "We see the growth of the league, and as it stands, the current salary system is not really paying us what we're owed." Trying to explain the t-shirts. You got it wrong. You could have said it's not paying us what we're worth, and you would have had a better audience, a more receptive audience. But she kept going. We want to be able to have that fair share moving forward, especially as we see all the investment going in, and we want to be able to have our salaries reflected in a structure that makes sense for us. Amen. That's leading a players association. We want our fair share moving forward. You're not going to get an argument publicly from anybody on that. We see what's happening here. We want to learn about it. We want to learn what it means for the health of the league. And then we like our salaries to reflect a structure that makes sense. Love it. You don't want Angel Reese out there saying, hey, these negotiations are disrespectful. Angel Reese saying, obviously, women's basketball is skyrocketing. It's important for us to get what we want now, not just now, but for the future as well. It's really nice to have vets that may not be playing for 10 more years, but they are speaking for us because they know how important it is right now. Right now. Give it to me now. You can't have this many players talking. Phoenix Mercury had a player, came out and said the CBA current offer is a slap in the face. New York Liberty had a player come out and said, hey, we're not going to settle for the minimum. So many talkers. They need to learn a little lesson here. Shh. Keep it down. Have one messenger to the public trying to curry favor in your direction. Keep the focus inside the negotiating room, inside the four walls, around that table. Don't come out every day with the update of, oh, this was bad, this was bad, this was good, this was okay, we have to do this, we have to do that. It's overwhelming to the audience. They don't want to hear it.